Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man, and as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. I decided to do a whole video dedicated to this subject because I've had this question asked many times, so I thought it would be a good idea to post the entire video centered around this topic. So whenever in the future I have someone that asks me about it, I can just send them the link and they can watch the video. So it will go into detail regarding the question. And the question is this: why do you got duct tape on your neck? And I'm going to again explain why. I'm a professional musician. I play anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day. You know, I'm not the average guy that plays guitar, that plays his guitar maybe a couple hours a week and put it down. So I started to realize when I did a lot of sessions, especially playing bass, because I play bass also, that the metal pieces, the metal rims or metal streaks, after a while they start to kind of slightly protrude through the wood, and it's not real bad. I've had some that was so bad that it actually cut up my fingers after sessions, but it's enough that I feel it, and that's one of my idiosyncrasies. I don't like to feel that metal bump. So I did some research as far as how do I resolve that issue, and a lot of people said just simply get the neck file down. I really didn't want to get into that because guess what, when you file it down, the wood's gonna shrink again and the metal's gonna protrude again. So I came up with an idea about 2 years ago, and actually just about all around the world people are doing it because I talked to some people that I used to play with that live in England. They went back home and I told them about the tape. So they put it on their neck and they say, by golly, mate, you did something quite clever. And he said that the majority of the people, you know, musicians in England are using the tape because of you. And I said, I just decided to come up with something that would remedy me feeling that mess. Because I'm like, I don't like feeling that. And I play again anywhere from 8 to 10, 12 hours a day. So I'm like, I got to come up with something where I can be comfortable and focus on the task at hand as opposed to this is feeling bad on me. And I'm not enjoying it. I'm not really being able to get into what I'm doing because I'm thrown off because of this. So I decided to put it on here. And it's interesting, the very first time somebody commented regarding it, it was kind of negative. And they said, oh, why you got that duct tape on your guitar? Look all ghetto. And I'm like, I wasn't aware that people was concerned about what my guitar looked like. You know, the concern should be what's coming out of my guitar. But that's an indication, a clear-cut indication of how the marketing has gotten people. Because, you know, they have marketed where it's a visual as well. I don't give a shit what my guitar looks like. I'm just concerned about how good it feels to play and how good it sounds. End of story. No one has never came up in the history of me playing or anybody that I know after you've done a set and you come down off the bandstand, your guitar sounded good, but it's kind of ugly. No one gives a shit. You know, it's like the focus should be somewhere else instead of what you think this should look like. Because in the studio, nobody sees you other than other musicians that are laying down tracks with you. So that's what sets me apart from the average person. This is something I do for a living. It's a passion. I'm a workaholic. I mean, I'll play and play until I literally pass out from exhaustion because I'm saying to myself, sleep is overrated and I want to just continue to play. But the body said, hey, the body needs some rest, so let's shut it down. Whether you want to or not, or in agreement or not, we're about to shut it down. You know, so that's why there's duct tape. Now, there's some other people say there's other types of tape that you can use. By far, duct tape is the best because it stays in place, it's rugged. Somebody said something about grafting tape or whatever because they don't want to deal with the residue of the duct tape. That's a minor issue. You know, once you, for some reason, want to take the duct tape off, light sponge with a little water, you get that residue off. You know, it's not a big deal. But I've come to realize that duct tape is the best because it stays in place. And then it's kind of thicker so you don't feel that metal strip. Because there's a lot of things that I just do that I guess not traditional. I'm just trying to get something resolved. I don't care about this is not the proper way or it's not politically incorrect. I don't care about that mess, you know. So the duct tape is one trick, and another one is this one. If you can see it, I got tape across here and I got pad. And you're probably wondering, why is the pad there? And I can't pull the camera down, but when I put my guitar down here minus the pad, bass guitars are kind of long and heavy, and they start rocking on your leg and sliding down. Now, some people say, well, why don't you use a strap to sit down? I don't like straps sitting down. I only use straps when I'm playing live and standing up. You know, I don't want this, it's just not comfortable to me. So I came up with this sponge here which acts as a buffer so my guitar won't get to rocking and sliding on me while I'm playing a session. So that works for me. And another trick that James Jamerson used to use, and from time to time I do it, I put a little sponge under there. It kind of gives you a kind of muffled tone on the bass, and it doesn't let the strings ring out freely or the note. It's just like boom, 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 without any boom resonance. So from time to time I do that when I'm playing Motown stuff to try to capture the essence and tone of James Jamerson and Mr. Babbitt, I believe. So there's just little things that you do that kind of can help play or allow you to play freely and comfortable, because I'm going to mention this in this video, and I was going to do a separate one, but I just put them all together. There's nothing really more important as far as being a guitar player than your action. Now, one might ask for the beginners, what is action? That is the ratio from height to the strings to the neck. The lower it is, the better you play, the less hard it is to play. The higher it is, you got to press down and apply pressure, and it's kind of rough on the fingers after a while. I was just watching one of my favorite guitar players and artists do a little mini concert. It was Ray Parker Jr., who's a very underrated guitar player. He was playing acoustic guitar, and he's playing with his fingers, no pick or nothing, and not hitting any wrong strings or buzzing or nothing. And I'm like, and then thank God the cameraman did a close-up of the guitar and him playing. And I'm like, look at that action. That action is just way down there, just straight up and down. There's no rise as you go up to the bottom of the neck. Like most guitars, it starts off on the first fret low, then it slowly starts to rise. By the time you get down here, you got about that much space down there versus down here, hardly none. His guitar, I'm looking at it from the beginning to the bottom, straight. Same distance from the neck to the strings, up and down the neck. That's extremely important. And what you have to do in most cases is, for one, perhaps get a kind of, more expensive guitar, because the more you pay, the better the craftsmanship. That's just, it makes sense. A $400 guitar won't compare to a $3,000 Taylor guitar. So I don't know what brand it was, because I was trying to look at it, but the cameraman didn't give it to me. But I'm looking at the action. It's like, that's just beautiful. And that's why he's able to play so effortlessly with his fingers and not having to use a pick. And most people, I was looking at John Mayer in concert one time, and he was playing, at some point in time, he's playing electric, then acoustic. And he opened up with the electric. And he has this unique playing style where he just uses his fingers. He don't use a pick. And the reason why you're able to do that, because the action is so low. I mean, you got some guitar players that rave about, I'm going to modify the guitar, put some more pickups on here and put some better tuners and all that. That don't mean nothing if you can't play your guitar comfortably. It's more important to have great action than worry about the pickups and all that kind of stuff, because guess what? The people that make guitars, whether it's a upscale guitar or a mid-range price guitar, they're guitar makers. They know what they're doing. And then you come behind them, don't have any experience, just thinking that you want to create a monster or create a Frankenstein guitar and want to start experimenting. I kind of laugh at that concept, because I'm like, that would be like me going to the doctor and telling the doctor that I could do a better job than him, and perhaps we should do this surgical procedure different from what you normally do. That's just kind of the comparison, how ridiculous it is. But you got some people that have been sold into that marketing where, you're supposed to modify your guitar because the pickups that you get on these regular guitars, they just crap. Well, just buy a guitar with better pickups and call it a day. Why buy a cheap guitar and then spend $400 putting into it? That makes no sense to me. But that's just my opinion. Like I told you guys, I've had over 100 and maybe 80 guitars at this point in my life. I've never done nothing to my guitar but change the strings. That's it. I never had to go in and change the bridge or the pickup or messing with the tuners and refretting it. Now, sometimes you might have to refret your guitar. If you got a good guitar, and after a while, as it get older, the tension change, the neck bends, take it to somebody that's going to hook it up like it was when you first bought it. But all this, cutting out the pickups, taking a $150 guitar and putting $300 guitar worth of work money into it to make it to your specifications. Just go to the music store one day. Audition some guitars. I like this one. I'm going to buy it. In the story. On that note, I'm signing off. Till next time, take care. Thanks for watching.